And let me show you 3 patterns that control the overall quality of your life. Question number 1, what do you focus on more? What you can control or what you can't control? If you focus more on what you can't control, it's not hard for me to know that you're going to be either angry or depressed or a combination of there. Because the more you focus on what you can't control, the more uncertain it makes you, the more crazy it makes you. And some people when uncertain get angry, and some people get uncertain get depressed, and most people go through a loop. Even if you focus more often on what you control, some of you, when you're crazy, you're focusing on what you can't control. I'll give you another pattern. Do you focus more on what you have or what you don't have? If you focus more on what you don't have, you know the source of your anger and or your depression. That's it. Nothing else. Because here's how the human brain works. The human brain does not notice most of what's going on. It distracts your focus. Like right now, if you're not noticing your shirt against your arm or your chest, until I mention it. The blood rushing through your ear or your heartbeat, you don't even notice it until I mention it. Your brain is a deletion device. It spends most of its time deleting things because it gets overwhelmed very easily. It can only handle so many things consciously. Unconsciously, you can run millions of processes inside you, but consciously, a limited number of them. So, in order for you to be angry or depressed, you have to focus on what you don't have, and you have to miss everything you do have. You have to delete all the beauty in your life to be depressed. By the way, to be happy, guess what you got to do? Delete all things that's not the way you want it and focus on the stuff that you're grateful for. Point is simply this. If you and I are going to take control of our focus, we've got to really start to focus on what we have instead of what we don't have. There's nothing wrong with finding what you don't have in order to get yourself motivated to change it, but if you spend more time there, you're going to feel empty and depressed. Let me give you a third one. Where do you spend most of your time? The past, the present, or the future? The past, the present, or the future? Where would you say you spend most of your mental time? Past, present, or future? Now, by the way, some of you might say an answer overall, but if I asked you at a time you're really unhappy, you change gears. The past can be a resource, but if you spend most of your time there, you're missing on what's called a compelling future. You're missing what's going to move you forward. Achievers tend to focus on the future. Satisfied people tend to focus on the present. What if I want to be satisfied and be an achiever? Then you have to shift gears back and forth. You have to step in the future and bring it to the present. The present is where you feel alive. The future is where you can create excitement and you can anticipate and make things happen. The past is the most limited time. You have to avoid the past except as a great resource of reminding yourself of what you're capable of at times that you may need it. These are just 3 patterns. There are many, many more, but I want you to get focus equals feelings. That's why you got to ask yourself, what am I focusing on? Am I controlling it or am I letting someone else? And is my control making the world better, my world, other people's better, or worse?